This year I'm coming up with 50 ways to fill a sketchbook, and I'm sharing all of them with you. And today's practice uses watercolor plus brush pen for beautiful florals. Hello, my friends. Welcome to 50 Ways to Fill a Sketchbook, also known as Fill a Sketchbook with Me, also known as my sketchbook journey. This is only episode 2, so we don't know what it's called for sure yet. My name is Shayda Campbell, and on this channel, we get creative together. And this year, I'm filling up this sketchbook with your help, and I hope you'll do it along with me. You're going to want watercolor paints and a paintbrush, and then, of course, your sketchbook. And my sketch pad is from Canson, and it is filled with watercolor paper. So it's great for using wet mediums. You can go ahead and mix up some watercolor paints because today we're doing a mixed medium exercise where we paint a bunch of flowers and then we finish them with a brush pen or marker. So I'm going to use pink and brown. You can use any color though that your heart desires. And I'm just basically practicing my watercolor florals. I'm painting these big 4 and 5 petal flowers. I'm also trying some kind of messy spirals, and they sort of look like roses. And this exercise, it really allows you to play and just get the feel of the brush in your hand. When you paint leaves, it's a great chance to practice that kind of pulling the brush across the page and just allowing the shape to emerge. Remember, with watercolors, you don't want to go back over your shapes and your forms again and again. You kind of want to do it once and then leave it alone. Now, I know leaving it alone can be difficult, but that's the beauty of coming back in with the brush pen later on. Just put down some floral shapes, make a big old mess here. We're just doing a whole page of florals, and then we can add detail and we can refine these flowers when we use a marker. And if you're getting started with watercolors, maybe you might be a little more comfortable with a marker or pencil or something like that in your hand. So go ahead and make a mess. I recommend using pink and brown. The colors blend really beautifully together and they're so similar, of course. So just fill in the entire page. They can just be messy shapes. You know, a lot of my florals and leaves here are just little ovals, little one single brush strokes, and then we're going to let that dry. Let it dry completely. Here's what mine looks like. Took about 15 minutes to dry completely, maybe not even. In that time, I was able to pick out some markers and brush pens. I've got a burgundy and a brown to go with my pink and brown florals, and then I grabbed a black as well. Any brush pen will do. You could use a Sharpie. I've got some koi and Tombow pens here. You know, you could use a colored pencil or whatever you have on hand. Remember, this is just practice. If you don't have similar colors to the watercolor paint that you used, just use black. Black is going to look great. And all we're doing is adding some detail to the flowers and leaves, and that detail is up to you. It could be a single line down the center of each leaf, or it could be a little bit of shading on the leaves, either the whole leaf or just a small part of it. It could be a stamen at the center of the flower, or it could be some details like little petals or an outline, you know, sort of a contour drawing drawn on top of that watercolor paint. This is all totally up to you. Do whatever you think looks good. Use the colors that you painted with, or as I said, just use black or a combo like I'm doing here. Get very, very detailed, or keep it super simple, like a simple X at the center of the flower. All of these choices are up to you. And remember, all the choices you make when you're creating art inform your artistic style and contribute to, you know, who you are as the artist, because you are an artist if you're making art. I finished my piece with some cute little brown berries there with my brush pen, and that's it. This took about half an hour, maybe not even, but it's just one of those great, big, colorful sketchbook pieces that is such wonderful, valuable practice. You can get very, very abstract with this sort of practice, or you can get very, very realistic and detailed with it. You can make all these wonderful choices when you're doing sketchbook practice. And I think Doing something in a sketchbook allows you to really take the pressure off. It's not super high quality, expensive paper. I'm using the Canson XL series. You can get this particular series on Amazon or at Walmart. So it's a very inexpensive pad of paper. And I think that kind of takes the pressure off as well. So grab a cheap sketchbook and try a few of these. I did this green leaf practice as well, and this one I tried to be a little more detailed. I went in when it was dry with just a green Tombow brush pen and used the brush pen almost like it was watercolor paint as well. In fact, you could even render out the brush pen with a little bit of water if you're using a Tombow or a similar brand that works with water. There's so many endless possibilities, so have fun and give this a try. Okay, that's it for today. Please hit the subscribe button to keep this content coming. It's all you have to do to let us know that you want to see more videos like this. Please subscribe, and I'll see you soon with a new tutorial.